Got it.
All right. What's up, everyone?
What's up, everybody? Coming to you straight from Spell
Live
Studios.
virtually over here in Studio X.
Right now, it made a weird noise on my end right now. You sounded like a chipmunk for a sec.
Really? Like a
I don't know what that was about.
X. I don't know. That's weird. I don't.
It's weird. Ahí Teo, Hiram's still not on.
Yeah, Hiram. We're waiting on Hiram.
No, déjale voltear la cámara. Esperando que a Hiram viene a usar el baño,
just
creo.
Chilling. We're on virtual.
Preparando. Ahí está. Ahí está.
Hey, we're live.
Hi, Hiram.
This meeting
Hi,
has
Prima.
been
Saludos,
recorded.
saludos.
What's up?
We
We got two people right now, Hiram. We got our cousin and your dad on Instagram Live right now.
Dang.
Instagram Live. Let me see.
You're gonna join the Instagram Live. Trying this new method out. A ver qué tal nos sale.
All right, I got it.
No, Hiram, it's echoing. You can't.
No, let me mute it. Hold on.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry, I muted it.
There. I'm not gonna stay on the Instagram Live. Or maybe I will.
If you do, nomás pónganlo en mute para que no haga ese, ¿cómo se llama?
You wanna invite me? You wanna invite me and I'll post it up on mine también?
Invite you?
Are you gonna hold that? Are you gonna Sam? It's because you're planning, bro. You're pivot. You're just you're audible.
Mira,
we're starting already, bro.
Estamos ahí.
All right. New episode. Chelita Spill coming to you live. You want to start it off, Hiram? So we can cue up the music in the edit.
All right. 1, 2, 3, weenies and cheese in between your cheeks.
Oh,
and everything in between.
Oh my goodness.
The Gucci. What up, everyone? Chelita Spill coming to you virtual from our own private locations. Sam.
Yes, sir. Back at it again. Recording. How's everybody's weekend been going so far?
Besides the galaxy sucking ass, everything went well.
Yeah, I don't know. Every time I go, I feel like bad luck for you guys.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Well, for our listeners listening at home and on the IG Live, please bear with us as we're trying this new process. We got noise today. We got new webcams. We got new microphones. We've upgraded. We've upgraded. Try to bring you better quality podcast going forward.
Definitely.
And we got a background.
Yeah,
I don't know if y'all noticed.
Little background for the YouTube.
It took me a while to figure it out. Vanessa had to come over and show me how to plug it in.
That's awesome.
So today's episode, I was thinking,
reminisce.
I was born in 89. Hiram was born in 89. Chris was born in 92. I would like to remind you that your dad is on Instagram Live.
So it's not like he don't.
He's gonna be like, so he does too.
I don't know that much. I TMI for that.
Oh my goodness. So technically, Hiram and I were born in the 80s, but I guess you could still consider us 90s babies. So I thought it was fun to maybe reminisce and talk about.
No, we technically are 90s babies because it was late.
True. 89s. I don't think the 80s claim us, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Sorry,
Talk about 90s cartoons and just growing up in the 90s.
I feel that. I have fond memories. I feel like cartoons peaked, but that might have actually also been because of our That's actually what
it's a generation, yeah. Because I feel like cartoons back in the day, what we had, aren't anything close to what I've watched so far right now.
Yeah, I agree. Animes are dope though. Animes are dope. I wouldn't consider those cartoons though, but animes are dope.
Well, everybody pretty much does 3D animation now. Like Disney just puts out 3D animation. They're not doing any.
But that's not. Are we talking about weekend cartoons or what are we talking about?
Yeah, well, we're talking about like.
Okay, when you think about your growing up, your favorite cartoon, and you don't have to in the 90s, you have your favorite cartoon from when you were a kid.
Yeah.
No,
Oh yeah.
but can I say can I scenario?
Set up scenario, a ver, dime.
Yeah,
A ver.
like okay,
Set
it's
up.
early
Set it
morning.
up.
It's early morning. You wake up, you're on your jammies, and you either go to the kitchen, get a bowl of cereal, and you're ready to go watch cartoon.
What cereal are you eating, Harold?
You get it.
We were broke back in the day, so we had like
Geeks from Week.
Keeks, yeah, the week cereal.
Uh-huh.
We had all those.
Yeah. I think I'm
Uh,
pulling up I'm filling myself up a bowl of Apple Jacks.
when I used to go to Ruben's, he had cornflakes or
Yeah.
Cocoa Puffs.
I think for us
Cocoa
it would have
Puffs?
been on
Yeah.
rare occasions. I think we had a lot of like Apple Jacks, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Like I never really got the cereal that I
Fruity
wanted
Pebbles.
because like the second I showed my parents what it was, they'd be like, "That's unhealthy. Like you can have that." But like
Okay, but
here and
what
there,
would you want? What would you want if you?
ideally
just-
I'd be pouring my bowl of like Choco Puffs or Reese's peanut butter cups. And yes, it's called Choco
you're too young. You're too young, dude.
I don't like chocolate. I don't like chocolate.
Dude,
Cereal.
or like for a while we had Cookies Ahoy. Cookie.
yeah,
No, it was
see?
Cookie Crisp. Cookie Crisps.
Cookie.
Was bomb.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Or if it wasn't cereal, un huevito, like I'm making my huevito with some weenies or jamon.
Oh, you can't go wrong with that.
Right? Breakfast of a champion.
Eggs.
No,
Yeah.
dude. I remember.
That's
quesadillas.
Once it was at your house, dude. At the house on Clark Street. Dude, your mom made us like sandwiches de huevo con no, yeah, it was
Salchicha?
jamon.
Or
Oh,
jamon?
yeah, those are always fucking slap.
It was smacked.
Hell yeah, dude.
All
With
right,
some-
so okay, so you got your
okay, so
cereal.
we're sitting down.
Favorite cartoon growing up.
Wait, it's a rotation though, because for me it was a rotation. Like it's not
Okay,
just one.
throw out a few of you. Like,
Let's
just
start
on
with the
top of your head.
oldest. Let's start with oldest. Who's the oldest?
Harold would think to be older. A
Okay.
couple months.
Go ahead.
My go-to in the mornings will be like like when you first wake up will be Dragon Ball Z
Mhm.
Yo,
or whatever was on there, which will be like Looney Tunes or the Coyote, the what do you call this?
Oh yeah. Wile E. Coyote. Yeah, that's Looney Tunes.
Wile E.
Wile E.
Coyote.
Coyote and the Roadrunner.
And the Roadrunner, and I would have to say it will be for me personally. I forgot about Mazinger Z.
Which one?
Mazinger Z. That's
Mazinger
I don't know
Zeta?
which one that is, bro.
look it up, bro. It's an anime.
I kind of
Zeta?
hold on. I'm gonna look this up and then screen share so it comes up on here. I
Yeah.
fucked up with my mic. I'm gonna put it back where it was.
Okay, so I
Let's
think
see.
I think back to my childhood, right? So obviously for me, the biggest one that probably had an impact, not just on my life, but people generation, has to be you can't talk 90s cartoon and not mention Pokemon.
Yeah.
It was a worldwide phenomenon. From the cartoon, you were stuck on Pokemon from the cartoons, video games, on the Game
I'm
Boy,
still stuck on Pokemon. I don't give a fuck.
to the
give a
trading
fuck.
card game, and to this day, yeah, people they're still bringing out Pokemon games.
But you see, for me, that was like getting here, like when I got here.
Oh, shit.
Bitch, you got
That's
here
when I started.
at a young
9.
age.
It was 9.
You were
Fuck,
9.
That's when I started. That's when I started watching Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh. I didn't know Pokemon in Mexico.
Okay. Which Messenger set that? I don't even know.
Oh
what
wait,
that is,
I looked it up and I have it. If you guys are down for me to screen share real quick.
Go ahead. Let's
I'm
see.
gonna go ahead
Let's see
and
what
screen
Harold's
share.
talking about here.
All right, guys. We're
For
gonna screen share this.
podcast listeners, I'll try to describe it as best as I can.
Here we go. So I'm sharing this. It's
Okay.
Yeah, that was my cartoon back.
Yeah, this is what you're talking about, bro.
Messenger set
Yeah.
It's almost like the Power Rangers Megazord.
It's
It
like
was a
Power
big
Rangers.
robot.
It's like
But
Power
this was
Rangers.
dope.
Why is this Astro Boy?
I would-
Astro Boy's up in this hole.
That's
It's kind of this is the like the whole.
So
beginning of the Astro-
So for people that are on the podcast size that can't see the screen share, imagine a Megazord from Power Rangers and Transformers kind of mixed together. It's what it is. It's what it is. All right, guys, I'm stopping sharing this.
It looks like
That
it looks
cartoon
like
was dope.
it looks like an early
Yeah.
on Gundam
Yeah.
robot.
Gundam's old,
what's a
bro.
cartoon?
Gundam's like 40, like from the 60s or 70s.
Oh, it kind of looks like a not as detailed Gundam. What about you, Chris?
I think you hit the nail on the coffin right there. Waking up, yeah, I would always hope to get to early enough to watch Pokemon. Never the case. I would watch like reruns. I never got to watch like Pokemon like for like newest episode like right when it came out ever. I wouldn't be able to wake up that early.
No, that's a lie because we would watch them.
No, but we had the video cassettes.
No, but we were watching them on Channel 5.
But but those are reruns already. Like the
No, they remember, Chris, because I was there with you. You were right there with me
bro.
watching them.
Maybe
we
I was
would watch every Saturday. The Pokemon would have a new one in the morning, and then we'll have a in the afternoon.
Yeah,
But
That's
you would
an
watch
I
new
don't-
ones
I don't know.
because the
I
new
don't
ones
know.
were not that early. Yeah,
don't
I
ruin
don't
my
know.
childhood, Sam.
Yeah, I don't know.
This would
No.
forget. where
Not
he
even
came
Sam.
from.
Not even. It's because Sam doesn't have. I feel like Sam doesn't really have like the best memory of his upbringing sometimes.
That's what I thought too.
And then
Well,
so after that, like I feel like I always usually missed like the morning cartoons, like as a little kid, right? But like when I was maybe like already like 4th or 5th grade, like enough like old enough to like remember like vividly, like I would wake up and like instantly I would put it on Toonami, like Cartoon Network Toonami. Like I would watch fucking Dragon Ball Z, like because they would put like episode after episode, and then it'd be like Codename Kids Next Door. Fucking
I never got. I never really got into that one. I never really got into Courage the Cowardly Dog as
What?
like Timmy, like
What?
Nickelodeon ones, like because at this point, like my parents, because we grew up también like without having cable, and then once we got cable, things changed for me. Like the cartoon world was like fucking or Roscoe. Roscoe was one I do remember watching with Sam, or Tommy's World with Sam.
Which one's Roscoe?
Roscoe's the one. He's like a little kangaroo thing.
You mean Rocco?
Oh, Rocco. It's Rocco.
Rocco's Modern Life.
Rocco's
Come
Modern
on,
Life.
bro. Rocco's Modern Life. That's, and then you said Tommy's World is actually Bobby's World, bro. That was a good one too for me. I was big on Rugrats growing up.
Oh yeah,
I really like Rugrats.
I
Like,
just
when the movie-
remembered. Go for it. Yeah, no, I just realized how big that movie. It's a fucking movie about cartoons. Like, just think about that. Like, that would not work out now. Like nowadays, like you don't get movies based off of cartoons in that like that big anymore.
Yeah, like
Wait, what are you
like,
talking about?
You mean like how like Pokemon, like okay, so Pokemon had the series, but then Pokemon had Pokemon the animated movie or whatever.
The first
it was
movie.
in theaters. The one with Mewtwo.
Mm,
And that shit
in
was
theaters.
huge.
You know, I don't know if they're doing that anymore. Like people
They're
don't
not.
like because kids don't, you know, cartoons on Saturday now. Everything's streaming whenever, you know. People binge watch stuff. Now.
that's a good topic for another podcast. Like,
I mean, we can
what
get
do you
into
think
it
about?
too.
Oh, okay. I mean, we get into it. What do you think about that? Because now kids don't look forward to like, oh, it's Saturday, I'm gonna go watch a cartoon. They can wake up anytime and choose whatever they want to watch.
They probably wake up
I
and
mean,
then just start gaming. Like
It's like it's like nowadays, like you know, we watch a show. I mean, I would say it has more pros than cons because you know now you watch a show and you could binge watch if you want, or like then you have to wait a whole fucking year to fucking for another season and watch it all the way. So I think as a whole, I think I'm gonna speak America first.
America. Sorry.
As Americans, I think we're very spoiled in that sense that we could just fucking binge watch like the shit out of shows now because everything's so easily accessible. Like Chris was saying with Pokemon, we bought like a 5 VHS set of Pokemon of the very first episodes. You know, so like even then you had to go to Costco and fucking buy that. And I remember that shit was like kind of expensive. It was like $50 for like 5 VHS tapes.
Damn.
You know,
But that shit was
Get to-
dope.
No, let's get to that. Let's get into that. How? Okay, VHS tapes, bro. Would you pay $50 right now for a VHS tape?
No,
No,
I wouldn't pay
right?
$50 for a Blu-ray.
Exactly. I wouldn't pay $50 for a freaking.
That's
DVD.
5 months worth of streaming on some platforms.
Yeah.
yeah. I think that's what came with Netflix and all those things that they also made um viewing movies and shows, I think, more affordable. You could say that
Yeah,
maybe
accessible, maybe accessible.
accessible. Yeah, because look at all the content that we get for 15.99 or whatever it is on Netflix, and all the stuff that we have at our like the palm of our hands. Back in Blockbuster days, $10 maybe got you one movie or whatever.
That's
And
true.
then
I
you had
remember speaking of Blockbuster and just staying with the topic of like reminiscing so that we bring it back too. I remember like at Blockbuster, we would go and my family would go. I would always rent like a Dragon Ball Z movie. But that was because that was the thing then. I feel like that was like where like companies or cartoons realized, oh, there's a lot of like revenue here. Like we got to make movies, guys. Like we got to make movies from these series, like the spin-off movies, right? But it was weird because the movies had almost never. Oh shit, my internet connection is slightly unstable, guys. Hopefully that's just a little weird thing. But it was weird because like the movies were never like mentioned in the cartoon ever. Like, like there was never like an episode
like
of Pokemon.
they were like standalone.
Yeah, they're like
we
standalones. Like, and it was
like we
weird.
don't talk about
but,
Bruno. We don't talk about that shit.
yeah, like I remember like after watching like Pokemon the first episode, I'd be like, damn, like the fucking next episodes are gonna be fucking crazy, yo. Like, how the fuck are you gonna go? And they just pretend like it never happened.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's just like,
Hey, so technically, we're talking about nostalgic movies that we have.
yeah,
or
let's stick to
We're talking
nostalgia.
about the 90s. We're just talking
The
about the
90s.
90s, If you talk about the
90s.
90s, also the cartoon scene, like that Saturday morning, that's Sammy over here. Cartoons came running. Um, the 90s Saturday morning lineup was fucking crazy. Like again, you had Pokemon. The same day
Yeah,
you had
Power
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Rangers.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
You probably had Power Rangers.
Power
You had
Rangers.
Spider-Man the animated series at some point.
Oh, they had
Batman, the
Spider-Man
animated
cartoon.
series.
Batman the animated series, that was a
In
really
the
good series. The one
90s, it
with
still
Mark
holds
Hamill
up.
as a Joker.
Mark Hammer,
Um,
Hamill.
and then you had
El
X-Men,
Chavo. If you're
X-Men.
Latino, El Chavo.
But I feel like El
X-Men
Chavo, the
animated?
animated came out way later.
No. But either like the anime or
But
the
El
actual
Chavo
El
was
Chavo.
but El Chavo's not really a 90s thing. El Chavo's like from like the 60s or whenever it came out.
Strong for like
No,
yeah,
yeah,
that's
El
that's
Chavo,
that's
El Chavo.
that's the thing about Chavo is it broke generations like
Oh,
60s, 70s,
absolutely,
80s,
For sure, for sure.
90s until right now.
absolutely. But
I would say that there is an ounce of reminiscence when you talk about El Chavo, but maybe not in the sense of like cartoon
yeah,
world.
Okay,
or
cartoon.
90s. It's not
Or
a cartoon
90s.
or 90s.
It's
kind
not
stay on topic,
American
kind of.
90s staple. Like 90s for me would be like Bewitched, fucking NSYNC, fucking skateboarding, razors, pod. No, maybe not pod. Pokemon and
Pogs, no,
Yu-Gi-Oh
Pogs for
pods,
sure.
yeah.
I got into Pogs. Marbles, but marbles again, that's not like a
Marvel's an
90s
old
only
school.
No,
thing.
that's not a nice.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
old.
Yeah, but I still played marbles in the 90s. I remember
Baggy
remember
clothes.
elementary school. I remember in elementary I traded like one of my big ass like cool ass marbles for like a ice cream that somebody had. And then I remember being home and I was like, damn, I wish I would have kept my marble. Like that ice cream only
Dumbass.
lasted like 5 minutes.
Dude, are you
Hey, but it was a
serious?
tasty. Yeah, no, yeah, that happened. It was a tasty paleta, though, but
What was
I
it?
can't,
Choco taco?
I can't remember anymore. I can't remember though. It might have
But should
been
be like like a lemon ice, like una de limón, like
era
a.
una pinche paleta de Tweety con los bubblegum ice.
Ah.
The eyes all looking this way and shit.
And those are
Like-
fire though. Those are fire.
No, they're
like those.
good. Fuck yeah, dude. Okay, part 90s también just waking up like sleepovers or like también 90s. Fucking N64 for us or Super Nintendo.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking
Oh, video games too. Yeah,
video games started blowing up. For
Yeah.
me, for sure, was like, and maybe
Okay.
not so much 90s, but like towards the end of 90s was my like my blooming love for like Pokemon that still exists right now. Cause I would spend hours on my goddamn Game Boy. Like I would wake up. The reasons we were always late for school, Sam, is because I was playing Pokemon on the toilet when I was supposed to be showering. I'm like, oh,
no, Pokemon. Honestly, I don't think just for us, but for like everybody in that generation that was into Pokemon, into the Pokemon games, we put hours and upon hours into those video
still do.
games. Like
I still do.
I remember going like laying in bed. We're supposed to be sleeping, and like we're on the Game Boy. And my mom comes into the room, opens the door, like boom, just tuck that Game Boy underneath the pillow, like if it was a porn, and pretend you're asleep and shit.
That's hilarious.
Bro, you just brought back a memory. of
What part?
Getting
The Game
caught?
Boy or the porno
the
part?
Game Boy.
Oh.
The Game Boy. No, the Game Boy. I remember I was like, it was when they barely came out, the Game Boy Color.
Yeah.
And I begged my parents. I was like, all year, I was like, hey, can you guys give me a Game Boy? Can you guys give me a Game Boy? And I was like, oh man, I wish they gave me a Game Boy for Christmas. So then Christmas comes around, and yeah, they got me a Game Boy, right?
Mhm.
Dang.
So
We
so,
crying?
so I'm all excited. Yeah, I'm all excited. I'm playing it. I'm playing all night. And then the next day, like I think we went back to school.
Probably
So
not the next day, but like maybe like a week
no, but
later.
yeah, like
Yeah.
a week later, we go back to school. Um,
You got that shit. I'm not
oh,
gonna say
so
anything.
then like it comes time for PE, right? And I put everything in my locker. I put my lock in and everything. And I get back and I'm like, yeah, let's go. I'm gonna go. I got my backpack. I got my stuff. And I get to class and I'm looking through my backpack. I'm like, oh, let me get my Game Boy. I'm gonna play a little bit. My Game Boy's gone, bro.
Fucking
They
Hiram,
stole it.
bro.
They stole my Game Boy, and
Fuck. That's a
like, yeah. And then my parents told me, they're like, don't take it to school. Don't
That's
take
why
it.
you don't take that shit to school.
Yeah. So
Necio, Hiram. Necio.
You
Fuck,
know, that's
dude.
Chris has a similar story in regards to, we can't talk 90s without talking Power Rangers.
Oh,
Power
Power
Rangers were another big staple of the 90s.
I mean,
Wait,
that's not so much. I bought some toys. I brought like my parents had bought me, I think from like the swap meet too, or like from a
Nah,
yard
you
sale.
had you had the official Megazord, bro. You had the official
I don't
Megazord.
know. I don't know how I got them, but all I know is I had them. But they're like Megazords. You just put them all together, the individual ones, and then you can put them all together and make the Megazord. But I guess I took
Mhm.
them to I took them to what's it called, to preschool, I think, or like
I think it
kindergarten.
was preschool. Yeah.
And one motherfucker didn't want to give it
Preschool.
back to me, and I socked his ass. I socked his ass later in elementary school though.
Yeah, you
I'm
talk
not,
about Power Rangers, bitch.
nah, like we were still cool for a while, and then like in elementary school, we had like a big ass, massive like soccer brawl. Like in elementary school, like we were all playing. Like we had a brawl. Like it was like everyone versus everyone. And, like it's because everyone was like, oh, you have to bring a jersey. Like you have to bring it, and winner keeps your jersey. And so like we won. And so like everyone started like bitching and fighting each other. Like everyone got in trouble, like yard duty shit. And I remember this motherfucker, his name was, I'm not gonna say his last
No
name.
names. Yeah, no names.
No names. But this was like, we're not friends anymore, Chris. And it hurt me. And I was like, fuck you, bro. I don't care. Like,
Te pasas, Nico. Te pasas.
te pasas, Nico. Te pasas.
Anyways.
Nah, but yeah.
So Chris did get. That's why you don't take shit to school,
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah.
So Chris almost got his Megazord jacked. Hiram got his Game Boy jacked.
To this day, bro. I cannot like talk about a Game Boy and somebody had to remind me that I got jacked.
Damn. And you're probably like, fuck, my parents fucking gave me for Christmas. I bitched all year for it.
Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure I annoyed the shit out of parents, bro. I'm sure, bro. I'm sure I annoyed them.
Did you ever get another one?
Bro.
No.
No.
Oh no, wait, I did, but then it was with my own money, like
Yeah.
my parents, because my
Yeah, well,
parents.
you saved up your allowance, que gracias tu cochinito and.
Nah, not even. I think I went to work.
Damn.
But no, my parents are firm believers of like not how do you call it? Like
I
Not
mean, it was still
spoiling?
how. Yeah, it was your money, Harold. But I'm pretty sure as an 8, 9, 10-year-old, your ass wasn't fucking produce like
oh no
making a big ass house. Your dad was paying you extra.
no
Yeah,
yeah,
bro.
for sure yeah, but I mean, but you still get the satisfaction that think you bought it.
No,
This
yeah,
was
I
getting
get
them like
that.
$12 every week for helping them
Talk about
out.
getting stuff jacked in the 90s.
Whoa.
Oh man.
Like I know of another cousin who also, fucking
Hey,
like we were talking
hey,
about.
I'm just gonna say real quick that we for sure can't be mentioning names, because yesterday when I hung out with a handful of cousins, they're like, "Dad, I can't believe y'all called me out like that." It was in a nice and humorous way, but I was like, "I know, bro, I'm sorry." Like, and I, it was funny though. Anyways,
so we have a cousin who shall not be named, and I know they were like, fuck it. I got Pokemon. We got, we were into Pokemon a lot, including the trading card game.
training cards
So
though,
this
I still
dude-
like them shits.
We have our nice little folders with like our card protectors and everything.
Oh, I
This
remember that.
this dude decides to take his fucking Pokemon cards to school. Long story short, this
got
motherfucker got his Pokemon cards jacked, bro.
Bro, I've never gotten any of my shit jacked. Honest to God, like, but also I took my Yu-Gi-Oh cards at one point, and if I'm being honest, and it still like sometimes haunts me, like I jack someone. I jack someone's card. I'm not gonna lie.
No,
I
Chris,
jack.
no.
I was a jacker in one occasion. I felt
Shame,
bad.
shame. We know your
I know.
name.
I had to get that off my chest, and
It's been eating me alive since.
it has.
Ever since the third grade. I'm sorry, little Johnny.
I did it. I was slick with it because I was like, "Oh, bro, let me see your cards, dog." And so I
Fuck,
was looking
no,
through his
Chris.
card, and I found the one I wanted. So I turned it upside down, like so it stands out. And so I was like, "Oh shit, bro, I'm sorry." And so when it fell face forward, and I stepped on it, and I helped him pick up the rest of them, and I gave it to him, and then he walked away, and I kept that one.
Wow, Chris.
Yeah.
No. Wow, Chris.
I know.
And it was probably like a blue-eyed red dragon or something.
No, it was a Buster Blader. It was a Buster Blader. I still know which one it was. It haunts me.
You know,
I
let's
still
go back.
have
Let's
it.
go back to cartoons though. So we're talking a lot about Pokemon. You know, we're forgetting a lot of great '90s cartoons. You know, Hey Arnold.
Hey Arnold.
was really.
I love Hey
don't know,
Arnold, but
I
after a
don't
while,
really-
it annoyed me.
Yeah, low key.
Really?
Yeah, low key. It annoyed me.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. What about the Wild Thornberries? You guys ever watch that shit?
No,
Wild
I
Thornberry,
think I'm-
the fucking, what's his name? Donnie? What the fuck?
Now I had
You know what I'm
forgotten
talking
about
about?
that. You would like a little core memory. Yeah.
yeah.
I
The
don't know.
fucking
I don't know who
Donnie.
you're talking
No?
about, dude.
No,
Rocket
Stop.
Power. You guys
Rocket
watch
Power?
Rocket Power.
No,
Rocket
I
Power's
don't know.
dope.
Ajá, pues, ¿qué chingados estabas haciendo, güey? Just puro trabajar.
Probably.
That's fucked up. Sam.
I was.
You
Well,
guys ever
okay,
watch
well,
Doug?
Byron then.
I really
Doug.
like Doug.
Doug the movie
Doug.
también was big.
Doug. A ver, Harold, pues all the ones I'm naming, güey, pues either one, no tenías cable, güey, o no mirabas caricaturas, or what did you watch, right?
That's what I'm telling you. Either El Chavo del Ocho,
Ajá,
Mazinger Z,
ajá.
Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, I know the other day we were talking about this shit, wait, you were trying to come up with like, you told us about I can't remember what it was called. Something about two rats, but it wasn't Pinky in the Brain.
Oh, dude, I still can't remember that freaking cartoon.
Two rats?
He says it's two rats, then he changed it. It might have been two dogs.
Cat dog?
Nah,
No.
cat dog. Pinky in the Brain way, fucking.
Oh, fucking. Are you talking about Ren and Stimpy?
Yeah, there you go. That one.
Ren and Stimpy
Well,
on
that one.
MTV.
Ren
Yeah.
and Stimpy was a cat and a cow.
There you go. Yeah, that's why I said spots.
A
that
cat and
shit
a
should-
cow.
Yeah, Ren and Stimpy is a
Oh,
cat
yeah.
and a cow.
That's what you were thinking of, huh? Ren and Stimpy, bro.
That one, dude.
And that was not really a kid cartoon, I think. I think that was.
No.
a
Oh
little
wait, no,
more-
I think they are dogs.
What about All Real Monsters? You guys ever watch that?
Real Monsters was dope. I like that too. That was dope.
I never watched that.
¿Qué puro Thundercats contigo, Harold? Puro He-Man?
Yeah,
He-Man was sick,
Thundercats,
bro.
He-Man.
I was on He-Man for a while. He-Man was sick.
What's it called?
Magic.
Caballeros del Zodiaco, bro.
I don't know
Okay,
that
the
one.
Zodiacs. Yeah,
Zodiacs.
yeah,
Uh,
those are sick.
Transformers.
Transformers.
Transformers was pretty cool.
Um,
Did you guys ever watch you know what's a memory actually talking about cartoons?
Uh,
Power Rangers was big. I think Power Rangers plays a big role in every like 90s young boys.
Because cada quien tiene like su propio like
Yeah,
Power
yeah.
Ranger, you know, like
A
their
ver.
own. Because
Who were you, Sam? Who did you want to be? What
I was-
Ranger were you?
I always wanted to be Tommy, the Green or White Ranger. You know,
The Green and White
either
Ranger?
that or the Red Ranger. Yeah.
That's this fool. Stu Harum,
I'll probably be the Green Ranger.
Green Ranger.
Green Ranger. I always thought the Blue Ranger and the Black Ranger were badasses. So I either want to be the Blue or the Black Ranger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because you can't beat the Green Ranger when he fucking pulls out that fucking sword, and it's also a fucking fluke, and then the fucking
It's a
the
fluke.
Megazord comes out and
Dinosaur?
shit. Come on, like that shit just fucking. He had the shoulder pads and everything. Come
We
on.
thought, oh, but the memory was that we met him. I remember we met someone cosplaying or like with the outfit at a park one time.
Yeah, we were at a park one time. I remember, like, yeah, we took pictures with the red and green Power Ranger because they were out there. There's
Yeah.
pictures. There's pictures.
There's
somewhere
pictures
out there,
somewhere.
man.
I don't know where those are at. My
Somewhere,
mom
yeah.
probably has them.
Okay, this brings up another memory, dude.
Mm,
A
When
ver.
I was in Mexico. This is in Mexico, though.
yeah, man.
So for Christmas, my dad gave us, instead of getting us presents for Christmas,
You
Yeah.
just as a Power Ranger.
no, he just gave us like I don't remember. I don't even remember how much it was. Like 100 pesos or 50 pesos, something like that.
He gave you guys cash.
He gave us cash, yeah, technically.
Cash money.
And
That's
he took us
money.
to where the people, okay, the people that sell toys, like over here, you will go to Los Callejones in LA,
Uh-huh.
and they sell a lot, right?
Sí, sí,
So
sí,
over
sí.
here, you will go to. So we went there to the Callejones, let's say, but in Mexico.
Yeah.
So they had like Transformers, they had
Ah,
Caballeros del
yeah.
Zodiaco,
Lo que tú
but
quieras.
but
Ajá.
like, yes, but it was not painted.
Okay.
So it was
I
just
know
I
what
just
you're
had
talking
like
about.
I just had like a piece of toy.
That you still had to pay.
Yeah. So what's it called?
Dude, nice. Okay, guys, let me just update
We
y'all.
got unlimited minutes. Yeah,
We
yeah.
got yeah, let's go. Running out of time. We're moving the 40-minute time limit on your group meeting. Love it. So
Okay.
let's go.
You were saying, uh-huh.
Okay.
So you just had a bunch of black toys that like
Yeah, I just
you
had a
could
bunch of.
tell you
Yeah,
could
I
tell it
could
was a
tell what
Power
they
Ranger,
were.
pero tú lo
Yeah,
podías
you.
pintar.
Yeah, but you had to paint it.
Question: were they like skin color or they were like gray or
No,
what?
no, no. They were plastic color, like this, like see through, but like rubber,
I can't see that shit
We
where it
got
disappeared.
like that, like see
Okay,
through.
okay.
it's like
It
this.
was.
Wait, you can't even...
It was see through
Check this
color.
out. Check this out. Check this out. It disappears like that.
Oh, well, oh
For
wait,
those can't
stop,
see,
dude. Pour
I'm
like
drinking a
water.
green water. Look.
No, make it waterfall. We can see it now. You should have made it waterfall. Oh, drinking some chelita spill.
Some chelita. For those again can't see, I'm drinking some sparkling water. It's in the green can, so it
I'm
just
drinking water.
disappears.
Green screens.
It disappears
Nice.
on our
I'm
on our
done with
live.
my. I'm done with my sugar.
Damn,
Gotta
you
have
guys.
one.
So going back to the 90s, when I think about the 90s, también, I think a lot about like what the like you compare it to kids today, kids today just have like an abundance of video games. Like they just want to play,
Yeah.
And I think I was talking to Hiram about this the other day. I think it comes down a lot to like now you have so many options of what to do, like you don't just have to you could watch Netflix, you could watch Hulu, you could watch a bunch of different streaming places. You could be on your phone on different apps. Um, you could play video games. Back
Yep.
then, I think it was like especially Saturday morning cartoons. It was either watch Saturday morning cartoons or go out and play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
like,
it's changed a lot. That's why that one episode I was talking about, it's kind of crazy how like I feel like our generation was that pivotal moment where it's like you do felt you like we lived in our childhood during that transition where it went from like maybe traditional childhood to what
mhm.
modern childhood kind of started looking like after we grew up or what it looks
I-
like now.
I feel like we were the transition though,
Oh yeah,
because
for sure.
we had quite a
Millennials.
quite a bit of technology given us, like the Game Boy
Yeah.
Color,
I think
the
we're like,
Nintendo.
Well, the 70s had video games, but they were
but not
Pong. They
not to
were
not to the
not to the extent.
availability of like the N64 or the PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
Like where we
Yeah.
a little bit more
But I mean,
mainstream
they
or
were
affordable.
to them it was like it still had the same impact. I would say, like, imagine growing up in like the 80s or 70s and playing like the very first Zelda, where it was just like
Oh,
the very first Final Fantasy. You know what I mean? And it's just like, dude, like this fucking game, bro. Like going from like Pong to like fucking Zelda, fucking
Mario Brothers.
Castlevania, Mario Brothers, or Final Fantasy.
it out.
Like I think it had
Check
the
it
same impact for us, where we're going from like N64 to like 007. What's that, Hiram? Oh
His
shit,
little
you had the
Zelda ring.
Triforce? That's dope.
it's my ring.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah.
That's your wedding
Kind of
band?
wears.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
no
shit.
wedding band. That's
Nah.
just a little thing he bought out there in the world
Oh shit, that's sick. That's fucking sick.
when he went to
It's
sell the world.
Zelda
That's fucking-
World. Yeah.
That's fucking sick. No, but I think it had that similar impact. Cause for me,
You know-
like a game like that was like that for me was Metal Gear Solid. That
Oh,
fucking
that's a
changed my
good game.
world.
That's
It's a good game. It's my world, but it's a good game. That's one of my top games.
But I don't know if that's
You know, but-
90s.
I don't know if it's
I don't
90s,
know.
but it was thinking about my childhood, and because we're talking about the cartoons and stuff. And I remember me, Hiram, and another cousin. We would play one of two things. We would either play
It
with
is
our Hot
90s.
Wheels. We would either play with our Hot Wheels or we would play with little army men.
Oh
yeah.
yeah. I feel
And
that. Same.
so And so with our Hot Wheels, we would have a bunch of Hot Wheels, right? But we were like, okay, guys, we're gonna each pick three, right? We're gonna pick three. One's gonna be like your going out car. That could be like any car. You're gonna pick a top of the line car, fucking luxury vehicle for that shit. Your second car, that's your work car, because all our dads were in construction, right? So
Construction, you
we're
have to
like,
pick
fuck
a
it,
truck. Yeah.
we're gonna be a construction workers too. Like, fuck it, we're gonna do construction
Hey,
too.
that opens up
All right, so
another thing that I just thought of, but I'll come back to that.
and then your third car, that's just your whatever car, whatever car you want to pick, that you can pick that car,
That's a wild
right?
card.
So like
Wild
a veces
card.
podíamos salir en peleas, because man, I wanted the truck or whatever, we only
Yeah.
had a limited amount of trucks or whatever. And then you go like if one of the cousins had like a pool or we had like a big yard, I like, oh no, pues hoy me tocó trabajar hasta por allá, blah blah blah, like like you know so that it brings back that type of memory, or like the little army
Yeah.
man, you just fucking put them up and fucking, I don't even know how we would play, like, because my imagination is like not that good anymore. But as a kid, you're like,
Yeah, as
As
a
a
kid, you
kid,
had a lot of imagination,
yeah,
bro.
you're like,
yeah.
you shot my guy down, blah blah blah, I
How
know
fucking outplayed.
Vanessa was telling me that her and her brothers or her cousins and stuff, they would like hide toys, like, okay, I'm gonna take these toys and hide them in the backyard, but like eventually, like there will be a couple toys like, oh, I hit them so well that people just kind of
Just forgot
forgot
about
about
him.
them. So whoever ended up buying like her house probably ended up like, or digging up the backyard, like probably found like a bunch of random toys back there, probably
Dude,
thinking
that's
que hay
fucking wild.
brujeria or something back there.
That's funny, dude.
Uh,
Actually, you reminded me of a really nice memory. Um,
uh,
but it's not really 90s. I don't know what year, like around what time this was, but
well, childhood, huh?
childhood, like I remember when we would go to like a cousin's house. Um, like because it would be like you and that cousin like hanging out, and me and the other cousin would just left to like do whatever we wanted. We would like either watch like movies, or like sometimes
Uh-huh.
we'd just be like, fuck it, let's go have a picnic. And we like grab
Uh-huh.
like panes and jams, like the little packaged jams, and we go
Yeah.
out and sit in front of like the tree they had, and we just have like a
Uh-huh.
picnic, like literally just have jam and like just chilling out there and
Bread.
shit.
You guys are
Yeah,
out there
just
just having a picnic and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was nice, it's like it's cherished, it's a cherished memory.
Yeah.
Or like
Yeah.
with
They're simple memories, but you enjoy them.
Yeah.
yeah, no, for sure, for sure. Because there's like I guess like when people say like, oh, I wish I was a kid, like there is like this idea of like simplicity, like maybe I don't want to call it like serendipitous, but it's like it's very like
It's
simplistic.
because
It's very like
it's like inocencia de un kid. You don't know, like, and you don't care what's
nothing's
going on
burdening
like in the
you. You
world.
don't care about
Yeah.
tomorrow. They're,
Like your
Yeah.
it's
parents,
because kids are
your
also
parents,
really egotistical though.
yeah.
Kids are
Like
like
your kid,
psychologically
your parents
speaking,
are
they're
probably
very
out there
egotistical.
busting their asses for you to give you like that, to give you that type of life, at least, like if you had a good childhood, you have to like respect that, because
Oh
not
yeah, for
everybody's
sure.
not everybody's fortunate enough to actually
To have
have these type of memories,
childhoods. Yeah.
Try to get
um
Dionysus,
but
right?
but
Dionysus.
we have been able to have that, so that's a cool memory, like of you know having picnics or whatever. I have
Yeah.
another childhood, we would play Hot Wheels a lot. So he's not my cousin, he's the son of some of my parents' compadres, but I pretty much
Family
consider
friend.
him a cousin. Consider, yeah, family friend. Consider him my cousin. And I remember, don't do this anymore. Uh, he built me like a San Francisco bridge type of thing, with just like wood that we had left over, like 2x4s that we had, and like some string and stuff. We just built like a fucking, like a bridge, a fucking bridge that our Hot Wheels could use.
Oh shit, that's dope.
Like out of fucking 2x4s and fucking
La
and
herramienta, the
string.
nail, and the nail.
Yeah,
That's fucking
it
wild.
was cool. Like it was very like it was awesome. Like you don't see kids do that anymore.
Nah.
Um,
Mhm. But nowadays, kids can like the shit that we are trying to do before the fucking podcast, like figure everything down. Like they're probably able to figure that out like that. Like it's just like, oh, why am I not getting this? Why am I not getting that? Why am I not getting sound? Like they're
Yeah,
like
true.
boom, boom, boom. Like so, like the savviness has pivoted from like a more
sure.
practical to a very virtual or like
Yeah.
software based knowledge, which is
Well, it's
interesting
kind of
too.
this is not 90s based, but we talked about it in a previous episode where we talk about social media. It's like when we had MySpace, we were starting to become like professional coders, to
Oh
get the
yeah.
fucking to get
Oh,
your
yeah.
background looking a certain way. Everybody knew how to code. Everybody knew how to do emojis before were a thing and shit.
Fucking
Less
like fuck
less than three and shit.
less than
Corazoncitos and
three.
shit.
Fucking fucking what are these? What are
And
those?
I bet your parents will look at our messages, or they probably went through messages. And what the hell is this? Like the little arrow and or the heart.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
little what are these guys? I don't know if it's coming up. It's gonna
Yeah.
come up in the video, but these guys. Are you guys
Yeah.
seeing the
Yeah, one of
chat?
those.
Yeah.
Less than true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chris did like a little less than three emoticons is what I think they called them back in the day. They
Yeah.
didn't call them emojis. It was
They're like,
little
por qué tienes un menos y un tres?
Yeah. ¿Por qué tienes un 8 igual a
Igual,
B?
igual, 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 igual a B.
Es que es álgebra, mamá. Es álgebra.
That's fucked up. No, but when do you guys feel like
Algebra Winnies.
when do you feel like your childhood ended? I think this is gonna maybe this is a bummer, but like when do you feel like it started then? Also, I don't have time, so I have no idea how long this podcast has ran for.
I really don't know when my childhood ended because I still feel like a kid at heart sometimes. I'm about to be 33 years old, and a lot of times I'm like, what? Like, I think of how I thought about 33-year-olds as a kid and thinking, oh, these people are fucking have their shit like their life figured out and shit. They're adults, and now I'm 33
Yeah.
with a whole kid, and I'm like, what do you mean 33 years old? I still want to do like kiddish things. I enjoy going to the zoo. I enjoy going to theme parks. I enjoy playing video games. I enjoy watching animated films on Disney Plus.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know
think
about that.
I thought about this a lot too, though. But I think that's because our childhood was different. Like I know for a fact, like I've explained this to my dad. It's like, oh, like why don't you guys go out and play instead of playing video games? And it's like, well, it's just like, oh, like don't play. Like it's seen as if video games is part of like this child attribute or something, but it's like, no, it's a pastime. Like video games is a pastime, much as they would watch TVs because that was a novel thing for them, right? Or for adults, watching TV was like, oh shit, the new thing, and that's all adults do now, right?
Yeah.
For us growing up now, it's gonna be, I don't watch that much TV. I play video games. Like for my pastime,
Yeah.
it's not that much TV. I'll play video games. You know what I mean? But
Well-
to them, it looks different. Special guest,
Sammy here with me. Di hola.
Sammy.
Yeah,
How is your childhood
¿Cómo te va? ¿Qué caricatura
Hola.
te gustan a ti? Right now, we're just watching a lot of Miss Rachel, a lot of Coco Melon, a lot of Bounce Patrol, a lot of Blippi, a lot of what? Pink Fong, Baby Shark.
Baby Shark? Do.
I feel like the what you're talking about, Chris, like the generation thing or video, like we play video games.
Yeah.
It's a generational thing because,
Right.
for example, for our parents, they're living in the future. Our parents are living in the future because they have technology like flying.
For our listeners, that's one of Hiram's favorite phrases,
What?
Because I think you said in a previous episode too, our parents are living in the future.
But they are though. Like if you think about it,
Uh-huh.
like okay, think you living in like 60s or the 70s.
Yeah, but like whenever we have flying cars, I'll probably like, damn, this is what I thought the future was gonna be like.
Yeah, there you go. Like, or whenever we have like something that you're like right now, virtual reality, you haven't like I don't know if you've experienced it, but if you go in there, you're like, oh damn, this is crazy. I know we could do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've been wanting to buy an Oculus to just.
Me
like,
too. I low-key kind of
that.
want to. I saw this thing where you can do graffiti and shit, and I was like, kind of.
I'm kind of scared I'm gonna bust like a scene out of Don't Be a Menace in South Central while sipping your juice, and like fucking like have the goggles on and knock out like little babies.
Oh my god!
Like,
Left and right.
left and right and shit. Like Cuba Gooding Jr. in that movie.
Yeah, that's fucking hilarious. No, but yeah, I think I was asking like, when do you guys feel? Oh, Hiram, what about you? Like, when did you feel like childhood, or has it ended? Like Sam said, he still feels like a child. Sam, so you're saying you don't feel like your childhood has ended?
No, I also purposely like hold on to like the kid in me. Like I don't want to I don't want to grow. Why I don't get why people won't want to get old. Like let that part of their life like die out. You know what I mean? Like it's okay to fucking like art, like animated movies. It's okay to like kid stuff. Like it's like Legos. Let's say Lego. That's a toy that I grew up on. Like
No,
every
Legos are
every now
dope.
and then, cuando like when we're in Target and I pass by the toy aisle, a veces veo ahí pinche, the Lego aisle. I'm like, man, you know what? I could really like get
I
It's
can
into
afford
like
Legos.
this.
I
I
could get
can
it's
into
like
afford
that
Legos.
this.
TikTok. It's like that TikTok that's kind of that was like, oh, like I never really grew up out of this, or like the only difference now is that I have
I could,
access to like adult money or some shit like that.
exactly,
Hey,
exactly.
like you just have like all these like like you just have all these random things that like you wanted as a child and you kind of don't. I kind of got in past that because I started realizing like, fuck, what am I supposed to do with these things? Because for a while I was spending a shit ton of money on Pokemon cards. Comic books I still miss,
Yeah,
but I feel like comic books weren't part of my childhood and I wish they were. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like as an adult, like that's something I really like. But like there's a
It's
lot
because
of stuff. I would want to buy action figures, but like I'm like, ah, they're not gonna
it
be
can
as rare
get
as before.
it can get out of hand. Collections, like you have to definitely decide what you want your collection to be, because then if you
Oh
have
yeah.
multiple collections, multiple hobbies, like it gets expensive fast. Like you said, comic books. I didn't grow up on comic books until as an adult, through Chris. I was like, oh, comic books, oh, they're actual stories, there's actually new ones coming out, let me check them out. And then like before I knew it, I was spending like over $100 on comic books on a weekly basis. Every Wednesday buying brand new comic books. I was like, okay, I need to pull back. I started with one comic book and then I would just start buying multiple ones. And
It's because
then
you get into
for
so
those
many stories.
of you that
They're
don't even
good.
know, like how it would say, if you can believe it, each comic
You can't
each
believe
comic
it.
book,
Then you could dream it.
if you could believe it,
Then
every
you could
com-
dream it.
every comic book has like, it's like the same story on the inside, but different covers, like different art on the cover. So now like you're buying the same fucking story,
And a different
but a
art,
different art, yeah.
cover
And you're
art.
not even gonna touch that one. That one you're just buying because you're just collecting at that point.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I
you're
see what
buying
you're
a
saying.
variant of it, and
Oh
it's
yeah,
like
that was
it
really
got
confusing how you
pricey.
put it, but yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah,
have a
and it
hundred.
got pricey.
I bought a comic book that's like the same one with a different cover is like $7. I bought one that's worth like $100.
Oh,
Like
and we're talking about how much for a comic book worth. I have I have the first Walking Dead one.
no, you don't.
I have the first Walking Dead one, but
No, you don't.
I think it's like the fourth release or something like that. So it's
It's
not like
like
the
yeah,
first
it's like
first.
probably like a facsimile one. For the first
Yeah,
one's like worth like $20,000.
it's worth a
If not
lot,
probably
but yeah,
more.
I got it for cheap too, and I was so excited when I got it. I was like, oh, because I bought it like as a standalone, like in a sale or something. I don't know.
This guy.
Anyways,
No, but yeah, I mean,
anyways,
for me, I feel like childhood kind of ended when internet started taking the world over, like MySpace and stuff like that. Because at that point, it's not. I wouldn't consider that part of childhood. Like the generic, not generic, but like the stereotypical or like the archival. No, what's it called?
hmm,
Yeah, whatever. Childhood
yeah.
anymore because it I think that's really when you became like a teenager. And I think teenager and childhood are two different things. Like your adolescence is
Okay,
different
okay,
from your
I see what
childhood.
you're saying.
You
And
know
in
what I
that
mean?
case,
Because
in that case, my childhood probably ended when me salió mi primer pelito. It was early morning y tenía comezón, and I was like, "Mamá, ¿qué es esto?" And then all of a sudden, my voice was like, "Mamá, ¿qué es esto?"
stupid. It's probably
That was
what it
whack.
is.
That was whack.
But I feel like yeah, it was
No,
kind of
I don't know. I don't think I like the same as Sam. I don't think I've ever felt like my childhood was over because one, most of my childhood wasn't. I'm not gonna say it wasn't great, but it wasn't the way I live now. Do you get what I'm saying?
what do
What
you
do you mean?
mean?
What do you mean? What do you
Elaborate.
mean?
Like
Elaborate.
okay, like
Elaborate.
when I was younger in Mexico,
Yeah.
we didn't have what I have now. Like
Okay, I
Oh,
get
I
it.
okay.
had
Like
like
your childhood, you have like different aspects of your childhood because you had the
yeah,
childhood before you immigrated and the one
the
post
one
immigration.
post immigration. Yeah, so
Exactly. Yeah.
so I could tell you that when I was in Mexico, I was poor, but then I could tell you now looking back, I wasn't really poor. I had the minimal
You
things
had lo
had
to
que se
survive.
ocupaba. But
Yeah, I had
obviously being in Mexico, like a childhood in Mexico is still different from like a childhood
from here.
in the
Yeah,
United
it's
oh
States.
yeah,
it's
Yeah.
for
it's a
sure.
way different. It's a different gap, dude.
Hmm.
It's like you go from like you over there, and you're like, oh, I have the minimum to survive, right?
Yeah, and you
And then
don't
you
Yeah.
shoot, and then you come over
you're
here.
too little
To
and
understand.
to unaware to understand what you don't have, if that makes
Yeah.
any sense.
Yeah, but
Like you
that's what I'm
don't know
saying.
that you're missing out on anything. You don't know that, you
Like I
know.
said, the way I lived,
Hmm.
it was in bad or it wasn't good. It was I had the minimal things to survive, right?
Yeah,
Mm,
you
mm.
have
And then
happy memories from that.
I have happy memories from that.
Yeah.
But then you shift over to like being like over here,
Hmm.
and it's like okay, I grew up with cartoons. I grew up like waking up every morning eating cereal, stuff like that. And then I was
Hmm.
like, there's kids out there like over there that don't have any of what I'm doing, you
Hmm.
know, like
Hmm.
going out to
Yeah.
play, like playing with you guys, like
Hmm.
having all of this experience. It makes you like see it a different way. So you're like, okay, no, like I enjoyed my childhood, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that's an
Right
important
now, right
like
now.
thing to touch on though. Like as far as childhoods go, it's like children should be children. You know what I mean? Like you should allow them to be a children. Like don't expect everything from them already. Like don't expect them to be mature. Don't expect them to not do something. Not
And
because they're
unfortunately,
children.
and we're lucky to say that because we live in a first world
First
country.
world, yeah.
You
But I
know,
mean, even then, like I think
say
that's something that I mean, like a first generation
I'm not
family
even gonna
might
say I'm
struggle
not
with.
even gonna speak country. I'm just gonna speak for ourselves. You know, we were lucky enough to have that type of childhood because you know,
Well,
kids
I
around
mean, you
there's
speak for
kids around the
yourself
world
though.
that
I
don't even
think,
have,
yeah, that's true.
you know, they don't even know where the next meal is coming
Well,
from. You know,
yeah, no, we
including
know
in
that,
the
but we're
United
talking.
States.
Yeah, I know, but that's why I'm kind of saying that. But I wasn't going like as far as like
Oh yeah, yeah,
food
oh,
and
yeah. I'm
poverty.
just saying.
I think you took. I don't think you maybe grasp like the scope of what I was saying, but in general, just like it is different because not different, but it's important that as a child you're still allowed to experience things as a
Yes.
child. You know, like you shouldn't. I don't think children should be seeing certain things, um, or like or having the burden
Exposed
certain
to certain
response.
things.
Yeah, maybe exposure
Responsibilities.
is different hard. Exposure is hard because you don't have control over that. But like, yeah, they shouldn't have certain responsibilities. You know, they shouldn't be the caretaker. They
Yeah.
shouldn't be having be taking care of their parents. You know, children
Oh
should be
yeah.
allowed to cry. Children should be allowed to explore. Like when someone gets mad at their kid for like dropping a bottle or like not dropping a bottle, but dropping something or making a mistake, it's like that's what a kid does. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And I think that's something that I think might change now that kids are in home more because as kids like us in generation our generation we're out there, we're out in the field and our parents were like, oh, que se caiga se cayó, like fuck it, like that's what happens, that's what's gonna happen,
Hmm.
it's a child, you know, you learn from those things. But what happens when like children now are like just playing video games, like I see it a lot on TikTok where you hear about it, like like rage quitting on video games, like that's kind of like, and these kids are like furious, like, but is it because like they don't have an outlet like to release their anger? Like
I think you're trying to get into like a whole different thing that we could get into, the whole cyberbullying thing and like people
maybe
just talking
cyberbullying,
shit
but just like,
through
yeah, dude,
the anonymity of like the web.
the
I think
internet.
it's something that we could totally get like into like in a
Maybe in the
different
future, yeah.
in the future.
But I
Yeah.
guess what I'm saying is just like that's something that children are gonna like. What are the children? What are those children gonna look like when they're older?
But let me take it back to cartoons real quick. Let me take it back to
Okay.
cartoons real quick because I feel like there's some stuff I'm gonna just list off some cartoons that I think we missed, you know? That like
Okay.
I'm sure like some of our listeners earlier were like,
All right, let's
oh,
rate it.
you
Let's rate it.
motherfuckers, how can you not say this one? You know,
Let's
like
rate
there's
it.
like
Let's rate it. Let's
All
rate
right.
them. Okay, let's
you know,
rate them. Go, Sam. Give us a.
so we
We'll
have
rate them.
we could say like or dump.
Like, dislike, and never watched.
Or how about like
Yeah.
Like hell yeah, and never watched it.
never
So
watched it, yeah.
Animaniacs.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one, right?
I watched
I
it a lot.
agree.
Yeah, I watched that a
Yeah.
lot.
Batman the Animated Series, that was a good
Yeah,
one.
it's a good one.
Tiny Toon Adventures, that's like Bugs Bunny, but like Bugs Bunny was like blue in
Baby.
that one, I think.
Oh, I know that one. I like that one.
Uh, a big one that I know a lot of people were probably saying was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Ah, yeah.
I'm gonna go with
as a kid, one of my favorite toys I had, and yeah, like I had like their truck. It was like a yellow like
Dumpster truck.
square truck that I had it, like the stickers were all peeled off. We got it like either like at a Goodwill or like una yardita. But I fucking, and I was missing like puertas and the top and shit.
Nah, you
Pero-
probably got a yard sale, bro.
Yeah, I think I probably got a yard sale, but I fucking love that little that toy, bro. Like I'll put my GI Joes open there. We didn't even talk about GI Joes. GI Joes was like big.
Oh, dude, I was huge in GI Joes. Like I had so many GI Joes. I had GI Joe, but I also had GI Jose.
Oh,
I had the
damn.
bootleg
which
one.
you guys, you know which one we missed?
Wrestling.
Scooby Doo, bro.
Oh,
Scooby-
Scooby, but Scooby Doo is the 90s.
Yeah,
Scooby-Doo is
could-
like
I mean,
80s.
Scooby Doo could go 80s también, yeah.
Yeah, but
Did you
Scooby
guys ever
Doo,
watch Darkwing Duck?
fuck
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
dude. Fuck yeah,
Darkwing
dude.
Duck was
Darkwing
good.
Duck was sick. Fucking Rescue Rangers, Rescue Rangers.
Chippendale Rescue Rangers. That I don't know why.
I
like,
watched
that
a lot
show
of old
always-
cartoons too, though.
Chippendale always inspired me to like want to build like fucking shit out of like trees and rubber bands and shit like that. You know.
Rubber bands.
Did we say gargoyles?
I love Gargoyles. Gargoyles was dope.
Dope.
I never really got
The
into
Mighty
gargoyles.
Ducks one.
Mighty Ducks.
Mighty Ducks.
Mighty
cartoon.
Ducks. Ooh, a big one. This show will freak me out, but I would still watch it.
Goosebumps?
Goosebumps.
I couldn't.
But
I
it's
couldn't
not
stand
cartoon though.
Goosebumps. It's not cartoon.
No, it's like
It's not cartoon. You said
Yeah,
you
did
said
say
it's not cartoon.
cartoons. That's not a
Damn,
cartoon.
well, that's what I meant. Like Saturday night
Not a
morning,
cartoon.
like
It's not a cartoon.
well, okay, it's not a cartoon.
I don't think those came
but
out Saturday night
Goosebumps.
more. I don't think those came out.
It did.
in Saturday night.
It came in between like
Your cheeks? Yes.
it came out between like Yu-Gi-Oh like and Pokemon like during the time of
Nice.
fucking
I don't know about that because
Power
Goosebumps,
Rangers.
just the fucking song, fucking used to scare the fuck out of me, dude. I would run away.
to this day I can't see the little ¿cómo se llaman estos the ventriloquist dummy?
Ah.
And that
ventriloquist
shit
dummy.
fucking freaks me out, bro. Like that's just scary. That's just scary.
I-
So when
I-
the
What about Reese's?
Reese's, bro? That's
Oh,
another good show.
Recess! I forgot about that shit.
It was
That's a good one.
Spinelli. I forget that show. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or Beavis and Butthead?
that's
Beavis
like
and Butthead, I
MTV
feel like-
though. That's not. That's an adult cartoon.
I feel
bro.
like that's an adult cartoon. You know, like that was like an MTV thing. Like it's like South Park. You wouldn't let kids see South
Oh,
Park.
I
you
know which one.
Although we
dude.
did watch South Park in the 90s.
Yeah.
I know which one. Which is a good one.
But which one? I remember having my parents take us to watch South Park, the
Richie-
movie, in
Richie-
theaters, and be
Richie-
like, "What the fuck did we bring them to?"
Richie
Fucking have
Rich.
the devil and Saddam Hussein up in that
You,
shit.
bro, you and shit. I don't know. I was just tagging along.
Yeah, probably.
This is the one I was talking about. These
I can't
guys.
We
see
can't
shit,
see.
bro.
We can't see how. We can't see that.
on.
You have to put your hand behind
see.
it. There you go. Yeah, Ren
Ren
and
and
Stimpy.
Stimpy. Yeah, Ren and
Okay,
Stimpy.
yeah.
Oh, talking about Ren and Stimpy and duos. You also had like Chicken and Cow.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
You
what I was
have-
thinking about. Chicken and cow.
Chicken and Cow. There's another one where it's, I think it might have been Rocco's Modern World también, because it's the Rocco the kangaroo and his best friend's the cow también. His
Oh,
name's
yeah.
Heifer. Yeah. It's-
Heifer?
Yeah.
Nah.
But
I mean,
you know,
what I think. Oh my god. Oh my.
man,
What do you
the
think?
fuck, Chris? You can't have you fucking yawning up on this podcast. How do you think our listeners are driving right now to work? It's early morning
Sorry, guys.
or late at night. You know, they're-
I'll
like, this
I'll mute.
edit that
I'll,
shit.
censor myself with the horn again. Oh, that was good. I don't. What do you guys feel like are still things you do that are like very childhood esque?
walk around naked? I feel like
Okay.
that's pretty childish.
Not want to wear shoes.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but okay.
I don't know. What do I do that's like a kid? Like I said, video games probably.
Canelita stains.
I don't know about that one, bro. I think you just gave it.
Yes,
You gave yourself away with that one, bro.
The
Yeah, I don't
process.
know.
Let it stay on the record
you-
that Hiram shit.
If you got canelita stains, I hope you're washing your own underwear for any of our listeners out there, because I cannot.
I hope
live
you're
with
not
myself
using whitey tighties.
if somebody had to wash my canelita stains, because I don't even, because I would call what you call an aggressive viper. I cannot have anything until the last, tiene que salir ya todo limpio. Okay, ya, vámonos.
I don't know.
We might edit this of the show, I have to edit this segment.
Well, yeah, I don't know if this guy. I don't want to. I mean, this is.
Oh,
our
talk about
place.
childhood, growing up, you got like your childhood. Why don't they make like underwear with like your favorite cartoons or your favorite shows?
I know. I fucking rock some Spider-Man chones, but no.
Like, can you imagine like
I have to be wearing
okay,
the
like
fucking ones for little 10-year-olds. That shit hurts. I just
like
gotta wear
maybe
kid
like
underwear.
when they make like some boxers que tienen like your favorite shows like now that you're grown up, like maybe you
They
have
do.
some
They have Walking
Breaking
Dead
Bad,
ones.
some
I'm sure
Breaking
they
Bad underwear or something,
I'm sure they do.
some fucking
No, but- I think
I'm gonna slap you silly both right now. I think
I'm
it's
sorry.
I think I think it's a good spot to end the show because both of you are
No, I think I
over
think we're
here.
extending this maybe a
Long
little bit
nights.
longer. But overall, cartoons are fun. Can you guys last things to end it? Can you watch the cartoons that we watched as children now as adults? Because I can't.
Some of them, yes. I know X-Men is
Oh yeah,
on Disney Plus, and I think Spider-Man might be on there too.
yeah.
Um,
But that's not what I'm asking.
another
I'm asking, can you actually watch them? Can you get through these things?
Pokemon. I've been rewatching Pokemon, so I like rewatching Pokemon. Talking about
I can
Pokemon,
too.
we also missed Digimon, and we
Digimon,
also
I
missed
fucking love Digimon. Had a lunch
Fairly
tale.
Odd Parent. We missed Fairly
I mentioned Fairly
Parents,
Odd. I mentioned Fairly Odd.
Johnny
I mentioned-
Bravo.
Oh, Johnny Bravo, fucking Samurai Jack.
I never watched that one.
I watched Samurai Jack. Like, that's part of me.
tried
Because
watching it,
Toonami.
but
I can still watch some of these shows. I can watch
Powerpuff
Pokemon.
Girls.
Powerpuff Girls.
I like
don't know if I can
Powerpuff
watch
Girls. It was
Powerpuff
dope.
I never really got that much into it. But Spider-Man, the animated series, or Batman, I could watch still a few episodes now and then. X-Men, I could watch a few episodes.
I feel like I
Fairly
can't
Odd
watch.
Parents is still funny.
What about Charlie Brown?
Charlie
Maybe
Brown wasn't
younger-
really a cartoon though. I think those were just movie specials.
Nah,
They didn't really have episodes. No, they didn't have
Yeah,
episodes.
Yeah,
Did they?
that was just
No, I
old,
think-
though.
Maybe. Alrighty, y'all. I think that's a good point. Enjoy.
Yeah,
if you
we can.
if you guys
you
have
wanna be a
children
kid, be
around
a
you,
kid.
and not saying one, yeah. If you're an adult, and you feel like sometimes you're too uptight, relax. Take a chill pill.
Watch a cartoon.
There's a lot you
Ah,
can learn
there
from
you gotta go
children,
into.
También.
Electroshock, bro. Underrated cartoon.
Oh, Electroshock wasn't underrated.
I feel like a lot of people don't know like what Electroshock was.
Electroshock was dope, but I think it's also because that you get more into like black superheroes, dude. Like, and why they're so underrepresented, or like why they're not mainstream because their skin color. You know what I mean?
We can talk about. video
Fucking
games
Jackie
about-
Chan Adventures. That shit was fucking.
Oh my god, the Jackie Chan cartoon that one was so good. Jackie,
I'm gonna have to edit that. You can't do that.
why can't I do that? That's how the uncle said his name.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I guess.
why would
I
you
guess
edit it?
we'll let
Yeah, why
it
would
stand.
you do that?
Because it's like
Yeah.
I don't know. I know, but I guess there's things to pick about that too. Because it's I
Oh
don't know if
man,
they should've
yeah,
been.
there's some stuff that we can't. Like, you ever see some really
Danny
old
Dragon or Danny something. There was a dude that turned into a dragon. That shit was dope.
What?
I can't.
That I feel like that's newer.
No,
Yeah.
but for my age, no, it was for like maybe for my age. That shit was sick. I forgot what it was called. Danny something. Like it turned or Jack something. I don't know. Anyways, y'all.
No.
All right, guys.
Hope
have
you guys
fun.
enjoyed this
Really.
episode on the 90s cartoon and our
We'll be up on
childhood.
YouTube ASAP.
Up-
This is
up on
posted
YouTube.
today.
Thank you to everybody that joined the IG live. We'll be doing more IG lives. Keep tuned. Entre semana, we're gonna try to keep to the schedules of getting you guys this shit out on Mondays, either a Wednesday or Friday. IG live, and just keep get engaged with you guys. If there's anything you guys want to listen to, remember to
Let
go on
us
the
know.
socials. At Chelita Spill on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. At Chelita Spill. Hit us up for stickers. Hit us up for if you have an idea for an episode. If you want to come up as a special guest, let us know.
Yeah.
We'll bring you guys on.
Y acuérdense que así pasa cuando sucede.
Oh,
Así
yeah,
pasa cuando
shout out.
sucede.
Shout out to all the listeners. I got to hang out with some family yesterday, and they were like, "Oh, it's cool. We listen to it. We think you guys are doing a great job." And those comments are like very appreciated because we don't get that much feedback sometimes, and so we actually get it like it. And it's okay if you haven't listened to it.
It feels good.
Again,
It feels
Honest-
good.
yeah, listeners.
if you
No,
haven't gotten around, it's
honestly,
okay. Like it's okay.
To
Like
be honest,
we
to be
we
honest,
have fun
guys,
doing it.
yeah. See, if nobody listens to us, I fucking enjoy the shit out of this
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, no.
We could be talking about
not just-
bullshit and a half. I have fun.
Not
that's
just
the
that,
idea of
but
it.
it's something to look like. It stays in the internet, and we look back to it
Yeah.
and
Look
have
back
like
at it.
look back at it and see like old memories that we had or the memories that we shared.
Chris showing his flat ass. on YouTube.
Or for your kids. I mean, like imagine your daughter, she's gonna be like, "Oh damn, dad, you used to talk about this stuff and now we
Yeah.
watch cartoons and you made how do you say it?
Oh,
Made a
chili.
tradition for us
Yeah.
to watch
Also,
cartoons and
we
tell your
got
daughter."
complimented on the title, on the name. They're like, "That's so good," and we're
That's
just
good.
like, "Right,
That's
yeah." It was fun. So we appreciate things like that, guys.
I
Like, it
appreciate
keeps
the
us.
fans.
It's
And,
awesome. We
and
appreciate it so
keep
much.
tuned. You know, we're getting new equipment. We're still learning our way through here. We've been doing like 3 months of this
Visitors
stuff.
or special guests are always welcome. Like, please
Yeah,
let us
Omar's
know if
always
you want to.
invited. He's always here.
Maybe we might do like an Oculus episode where we do a virtual Chelita spill and we're right there on virtual reality. We could figure out. the
Oh my god, with
technology.
our little butts and stuff. Like,
Yeah, like.
alrighty, y'all.
Yeah.
Enjoy your guys' Sunday. For your YouTube listeners or watchers.
Monday.
And then
Oh yeah.
YouTube's going
yeah.
up today. The podcast will be up available by Monday morning.
Also,
if you're driving-
apologies to our YouTube watchers because these faces were made for podcasting, not so much YouTube. So thanks for
we've been
bearing with
having
And
us.
apologies too for late episodes too, because we've been trying to sync our schedules.
Shout out to Edwin, one of our top
Oh yeah,
fans.
Edwin's comment. Wait,
For complaining. This one commented was like, because we were late with the last episode, so this guy goes on a DM on the DM and like, about motherfucking time. I look forward to this shit on Monday.
no, but
I
also
need
shout out to our
this.
cousin. Shout out to our cousin Edwin, who commented on our episode. And just reading it real quick. Edwin, oh, Hiram commented. Oh, Eva también. But Edwin Andrade, hola, soy el niño travieso. That's a shout out to Edwin.
Saludos al niño travieso.
Saludos, congratulations on your baby boy.
Ese
Congratulations,
naughty boy.
Ellie. We miss you guys.
El naughty
We love
boy.
you guys. El niño
Congratulations.
travieso.
All right.
It's a naughty boy.
Yeah.
3,
All right,
2,
guys.
1.
Thank you for listening. 3, 2, 1.
Wings and
Thank you for
cheese.
joining us in 3, 2, 1.
Wings and
Chelitas.
cheese.
Oh, that too.
Thanks for
Oh.
listening to
Chelita
Chelitas
Spill.
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 That's
Oh,
how you
God.
do it,
All right,
Chris.
yeah. Fucker. Peace.
Don't forget